Alright, Shalom, Kahala, La'ihawa, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles of GMS who rule well, and salutations unto the brothers and few sisters that take heed. Alright, coming back again. I'm gonna get into this photo on my phone, but this basically I got this from someone who was in a holistic nutritional school. This was in the textbook that they got, not a textbook, like the class notes, right? Because they get textbooks and they get class journals, right? Where there's also additional information that they can keep, right? Like highlights and such. So this is going to deal with some preserving methods, and I'm going to read through some, right? And as you see, it's on the screen, so you can actually read it also. But I'm going to skip through some of these. I'm going to read, for example, dehydrating, right? Sun oven methods. Water is removed from the food, so mold and bacteria cannot grow. Loss of vitamin A and C due to heat and air. Enzymes remain undamaged. Pasteurization, which a lot of things are pasteurized, man. You know, even the juices that you buy, the Bolt House or the so-called natural juices for $5.99, you know, that shit is all pasteurized, man, because they try to preserve it more. And pasteurization is basically radiation, you know. And it says loss of vitamin B, destruction of calcium, lactose, Ig, acidophilus bacteria, which is probiotic, which is good bacteria for your gut, you know, because your gut has bacteria in it, you know, which they, you know, I'm sure people heard that the gut has been compared to as the what do you call it? The second brain in the body, right? Because it has a lot of neurological connections, you know, and there's bacteria there, and what you want is to have good bacteria, right? But the problem is, majority of people, what happens when they get sick, they get prescribed antibiotics, which natural or unnatural, like the ones you get right over the counter, antibiotics for damn cold, that kills. It's indiscriminate. It kills good and bad bacteria, right? The bad you don't want, but the thing is, when you consume, you know, when your diet is all messed up and you consume a bunch of nonsense, right? I've been there, so I know what it is, you know. Your body's overconsumed with bad bacteria, which leads to candida, parasites, worms, and a whole host of other problems, you know. So that's the problem. But it says the pasteurization, right? Even the milk, pasteurized honey. You should get unpasteurized raw honey. See, so if you get juice, make sure it says non-pasteurized. You know, because you're just damaging yourself. Let's see. See, refined grains, which is your white bleached, your bread, right? Your rice, your spaghetti, right? The grains. It says loss of fiber and nutrients by removing germs, right? And then all you get is the simple sugar, you know, which destroys your pancreas, which leads to diabetes and other problems, right? It says, select you 1 second. Food additives, right? It says food additives, intentional colors, preservatives, flavor, sweeteners, texture agents, processing agents, chemicals from processing, right? I'm going to skip that, right? It says caramel, so whenever you see caramel as an ingredient, right? It says from allergens like corn, soy, wheat, dairy, uses ammonia. Allergies, celiac disease, low immune carcinogen. So that's death, man. You know? So all that caramel shit that you eat, ice cream and candy bars and all that shit, you know? Nitrites and nitrates used to preserve meat. That's what they put on the meat when you go in the meat section. You see, this is why the scriptures speak about the diet, man. The diet, you got to put yourself, see, like Apostle Gabar says, you got to envision, right? You got to see, right? You got to paint the picture, because the diet was that, okay? The diet in the scriptures was mainly herbs, right? In the book of Proverbs, it tells you better is a dinner of herbs than an ox wearing his hatred, right? A stalled ox. So in the scriptures, man, we just had, or in the ancient world, you had the greens, you had the fruits. That was very big. The fruits, and then you had some maybe nuts and seeds, and then grain, man. You had grain as well. The scripture speaks about bread, right? It also speaks about flour and barley and all these things. So that was the good flour. You got spelt flour. You know, you got a lot of different flours, man. Coconut flour. So reading down, and again, yeah, when you go to the meat section, Salakia, when you see the meat all red and nice, that's the nitrate, which nitrite converts to nitrate, which becomes carcinogenic, which is a cancer agent, cancer-causing agent, right? So when you see all the red hot dogs, the sausages, the burgers, the beef, you know, all these things, man, that shit might be months old, right? Because old meat, a lot of places, man, we're living in a place where they don't throw away the old meat. They'll just put that shit on more and preserve it, right? And then reading, yeah, sulfites. Sulfites are important as well. Sulfites, preservatives, and antioxidants in wine. Dried fruit juice concentrate to preserve and prevent browning. Reduce beta carotene, B complex, calcium can cause headache, nausea, diarrhea, rashes, and asthma. Right? That's why you have sulfite-free wine, right? Which is obviously more pricey. You have MSG, monosodium glutamate, which is a flavor enhancer. You know, this thing is a neurotoxin, man. This thing is very dangerous, right? And a lot of Moabites use this shit, man. These Moabites use that shit, you know. Can be labeled as hydrolyzed protein, and that's why a lot of them, they have that no MSG. You know, they have the no MSG, and then it's in a circle and it's crossed out, right? You know, but a lot of them still put it in there, man, because the food tastes the same. You know, bunch of demons, man. That's why I stopped eating from that shit, man. You know, I only get certain things. You know, and I'm very scarce. It says natural flavoring or yeast extract, numbness, tingling, linked with IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. You know, which is, man, your digestive tract needs to get healed. You know, it's damaged. Allergies, ADD, BVO, which is brominated vegetable oil, which is another demon. Emulsifier suspends flavors in beverages, accumulates in fat tissues, causes heart and liver diseases. Artificial flavors in it's like a 2,000 in total, right? 500 natural, 1,500 synthetic. Allergies, carcinogenic, right? It's like a carcinogenic and GMO. Yeah, and that's, I mean, I mean, you can read the rest. That's all. You know, there's a lot more on this. Yeah, another important thing is toxic pathways. The three ways toxins enter the body, right, which is lungs, right, digestive system, right, which is ingestion of food, and skin absorption, because things are absorbed through your skin. That's why I did that video. The brother sent the article that what do you call it, air pollution, right? They did a study. I forgot what year, 2012 or 13. I might be off on that, but they did a study that linked air pollution, right, with diabetes, man, 1 and 2, right? So you're breathing it, and and it's absorbed, man, through your skin, because that's just falling on you. You know, when they have those smog warnings and all that shit, right? This is the world we're living in. And lungs, yeah, your lungs and your lymphatic system, right? Under your armpits and your crevices, you know, the crevices. That's your lymphatic system. Your armpits, where your thighs are, because that's places that toxins come out of when you sweat. You know, and when you move, your lymphatic system is being cleansed. That's why exercise is good, right? Because your lymphatic system is moving, right? It's in motion, and it's moving toxins out of the body, removing toxins. All right, so I hope that was edifying. I want to say Kahala la Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles of GMS who rule well, and salutations unto the Akyam. All right, and a few sisters that take heed. Until next time, I say Shalom.